Welcome to Tasker 101 Tutorials. This is lesson number 15. We're going to be talking about triggering car settings based on a Bluetooth connection. And we're also going to include in that setting up a text message, an auto text, to text somebody, let them know that you're driving, and you'll get back to them when you can. So let's open up Tasker and get into Tasker, and we'll get started right away. So what we're going to do is first we're going to set up a new profile that tells the phone what to do when we receive a text. So we're going to click the plus sign, and basically this is going to be an auto response. We're going to have it read the incoming text to us and then auto respond to the text. Because when you're driving, you want to be completely hands-free. Then if you get a text message, you'll want it to be read to you so you don't have to do anything. And then you would want your phone possibly to automatically reply to that text and let the person know, hey, I'm driving, but as soon as I get to where I'm going, I'll get back to you. So that is what we're going to do. We'll call this file 101 car SMS. So 101 car SMS. Now it's going to be based on an event. So I'm going to click event and then choose phone and then received text. Now I'm going to leave this pretty much blank because it's any type of text regardless of the sender and regardless of the content of the text. So that's all I'm going to do with that. I'm going to click back, and it's going to ask for a task. We're going to go to new task, and we're going to call that 101 car text. Click the check button. Of course, you can name these whatever you want to name them, but I'm just picking out names that work for me, that I can remember. So we're going to add a couple of activities to this task to have it do what we want to do. We're going to click the plus sign. We're going to give it a wait command, which is under task, but I do want to show you something that I haven't shown you before. There is this filter down here. So if you can't remember where an activity is inside of here, but you know the name of it, you can press in there and you can start typing. You have to type the right letters though. And you see as I get WA, wait. So, and you just select it. So that is another way to find an activity without having to remember exactly where it's located, so long as you remember what it's called. And we're going to say wait 1 second. And the main reason I do that is because my ringtone that plays whenever I get a text, it's a really short kind of a ding, but it lasts, you know, about a second. So if you try to have Tasker say something on top of that sound, they'll conflict. So I have it wait 1 second so that sound can play, and then Tasker can do what I want to have it to do next. Next we're going to have Tasker speak the message to you. So we're going to click plus, we're going to click miscellaneous, and choose the say action. And here's where we enter the text we want it to say. I'm going to say message from, and then I want it to be the name of the person that the text message is from, of course. So we can use there's a variable, built-in variable for that. So if we go to variable select and go down to the bottom, you will see text from name. So we're going to choose that, and then space, and then I'm going to say reads. So text from, and then it'll say the name of the person the text is from, and then reads. Now of course if the person is not in your contacts, so it's just a number, then there's not going to be a name and it won't say anything because there won't be a name. But since most of the text you'll be getting will be from people you know in your contacts, it will say the name, and then reads, and then I want it to say read the actual text. So we'll click the variable button again, and go down here and choose text body, which is the body of the text or the text message itself. So that's pretty much it. Other thing I want to do is change the media. The stream. I want it to use the notification stream. Now you could leave that on media, especially if you're listening. If you generally or always listen to music when your phone is in your car, but since this whole profile is going to be based on the phone connecting to your car Bluetooth, if it's connected to your Bluetooth, it's going to send the media stream to that channel. And if you are connected but you're not listening to that channel, for example, in my car, I connect to my Bluetooth, but often I'm listening to XM radio or listening to a CD or something, then you wouldn't hear anything. So I'm going to use the notification stream for that. And that's it. So I'm going to click the Save button. So we have that activity to read the incoming message to us. And then I'm going to have it respond to that person automatically since I'm driving. So we're going to add a new activity, and I think this is under phone, and there it is at the bottom, send SMS. Send SMS. Now the number we're going to use, we're going to click the variable button because it's going to be a variable. We want it to send this message to whoever just texted us. So we're going to go to text from. Remember, text from name is the name of the person, but text from is the phone number the text came from. So that's where we're going to have it send it, and then we'll just put in whatever message we want to put in. I'm driving now, but will reply when I arrive at my destination. So it's going to send the message, I'm driving now, but will reply when I arrive at my destination to that number. And if you click Store in Messaging App, then you'll see that that text was sent in your messaging app on your phone. If you don't check that, then it'll send it, but there will no record will show in your messaging app. So I'm going to check that, and that's about it. So that's that. So you've already got, it's going to read it, it's going to send it. Now I'm going to have it, I'm going to add another wait, which is under task. And this I'm going to do for just like half a second. Have it wait. And then I'm going to have it, just so it has a chance to actually send that message. And then I'm going to have it confirm that it sent the message. Say. I'm going to have it say automatic driving reply has been sent to, and then I'm going to have it say again the name of the person who texted me. Text from name. And again I'm going to change the stream to notification. And there you go. So basically this task, it waits a second in case you might want to have it wait a little bit longer if you have a longer notification tone, but mine's really short for text messages, so I have it wait a second so that can play. And then it says text message from, the name of the person it's from, and then reads, and then the body of the text. Then it replies to that text automatically with the message letting the person know that I'm driving, and I'll get back to them when I arrive. Then it waits just half a second, and then it lets me know that the automatic driving reply has been sent. So let's go back, and there we go, car SMS. So that's all good, but you only want this to happen, of course, when you're actually in your car. So we're going to turn it off, and we're going to create our second profile. And the second profile is going to be basically car settings. So we'll say 101 car set. And so this is going to be based on connecting to our Bluetooth in our car. So we're going to choose state and net and Bluetooth connected. And if you use the little magnifying glass or search button, then it'll list the Bluetooth devices that you are paired with on your phone. So I'm going to select Sportage. That's my car. It's the Kia Sportage. Great car, by the way. And that's it. So when it connects to that Bluetooth, we want it to trigger stuff. So we'll go back. It'll ask us what we want to trigger. We're going to say New Task. And I'm going to call this 101. And you can't see it. This is one of those little glitches every now and again. It's like up here, but it's invisible. I don't know. It's some little bug. But I'm going to call it 101. I'll call it car settings since I called the profile car set. Click enter, and you can see up here 101 car settings. And now we're going to add some activities for that. The first activity we're going to do is we're going to turn on the profile we created previously that reads the text messages and replies to them automatically. So we'll select Tasker and then Profile Status, and then we'll click the search button to find the one we just created, which is Car SMS. I think that is the one that we just created, right? I'm pretty sure. Yep, that's it. So Car SMS, and we're going to set it to on, and that's that. So now whenever we connect to our Bluetooth, it's going to trigger this, and it's going to turn that first profile we created to read our text and reply automatically on. So that will happen. And then other things you might want to do in your car, and of course you can change this for what works for you, but audio, maybe you want to turn all the volumes up. So you can turn the Bluetooth volume all the way up. You could turn the media volume up, notification volume, media volume. They're all automatically at the top, which is why I'm not having to adjust them. Basically, I don't need to worry about ringer volume because if you're connected to Bluetooth, it should ring through your Bluetooth system in your car. So that'll be it for audio. And then display. Let's change the brightness level. Instead of automatic, I'm going to have it all the way up for brightness. And then I'm also going to change my display to stay on if I'm connected to power. So if my phone is plugged in, the screen will stay on. And I think that'll do it for now. If there's anything else you wanted to do while you were in your car, you could add it to this list. And we'll go out of that. So you see when it's connected to specifically the Bluetooth Sportage. And if in here, in this profile, for example, if we didn't choose Sportage, if we left that blank, then that would mean if it connected to any Bluetooth, whether it was a headset or a Bluetooth media receiver or headphones or whatever. And so we clicked exactly the one that we wanted it connected to. Now if you have two cars and you wanted this to trigger, regardless of whether it connected to either car, then you could just hit the magnifying glass again and you could choose the other one and it would add it on there for you. So I'm going to have it trigger when it connects to the Sportage, and it triggers these settings. It'll turn Car SMS, which we created, it'll turn that on, and it'll change my volume settings in my display. However, what happens when you get out of the car? You want to change it back. So long press this, add Exit Task, and this is going to be a new task, and we'll call this, again, that glitch, so you can't really see what I'm typing. I'm going to type blind car leave. So this is when I'm leaving my car. So 101 car leave. First thing we're going to do is turn that profile off that reads our text and replies automatically. So we'll choose Tasker and then Profile Status. Hit the search button, Car SMS, Set Off. So it'll turn that off when we disconnect from the Bluetooth. And then you'd want to change your media volumes back. Usually if I'm exiting the car, I'm fine with all the volume levels staying up. It's only when I enter the car, if I had them turned down for some reason, I want to turn them back up. And display, however, when I exit the car, I would want my display brightness to go to... Actually, I think there's a different task for that. Sorry, my dog just bumped the camera. It's going to display auto brightness. So we'll set auto brightness to on. And then go back to display and stay on. I want to switch back to never because I don't want my screen staying on when I'm charging it at my home, just if it's plugged in my car. So we've turned the SMS text profile off. I've turned auto brightness back on, and the stay on when plugged in, I turned that off. Volume levels, I don't mind when I'm leaving my car if they stay what they are, because depending on where I'm going to, I might need to set my phone on vibrate or not, just depending on where I'm going. So we've got this all set up. Now, unfortunately, I can't connect to my Bluetooth in my car while I'm standing here right now. To show you how this works, you'll just have to test it out for yourself, but I'll promise you it works. But I can demonstrate the SMS. So let's suppose I get in my car, and when I do, it's going to trigger, when I connect to the Bluetooth, it's going to trigger that first enter task for car set, which turns on the SMS profile. So we're going to turn it on so you can see what happens. And I'm going to go to Google Voice. And I'm going to text myself, hey, where are you? And I'm going to send it. And in just a second, I'll receive that.
Eric, Google has sent you a message. Message from Eric. Google reads, hey, where are you? Automatic driving reply has been sent to Eric Google.
Okay, so now you heard several things. The first thing was actually a different profile I have set up in Tasker for myself, where it always announces who's texting me. And we've done that. We did that in a lesson before. You could have your Bluetooth car profile, turn that profile off whenever you're in the car so that you don't get the double announcement. But then you heard the one we just created say, Eric Google sent you a message, reads, blah, blah, blah. And then you heard it say, I've sent a message back. And you can also see that right here. You can see the message that Google Voice received back from my regular texting. It says, I'm driving now, but will reply when I arrive. So you can see that it does works rather well. And yeah, it's kind of a cool thing to do. What I would do is if you wanted to use this and you're also using the profile we created before that announces who's texting you, then you would just go into car set, go in here, add another task, Tasker, profile status, and then you would choose that one, which in my phone is announce texter, and then set to off, and then go into the exit task, here, and have it set that back on. That way when you're in your car, you wouldn't get the double announcement. But anyway, that's it. That's how it works. So there's a couple of different things that we went over in this lesson. Hopefully you find this profile kind of handy. Even if you don't need some of the things, it's just good to know how you can trigger different things anything Tasker can do based on connecting to a Bluetooth, and how you can even have that turn on or off other profiles, so you can have it do some really cool things. So that's it for this lesson. If you have any questions or comments, please post them below. The overall idea for doing this was based on someone's comment on one of my other videos. So if there's some type of profile or task you're trying to figure out, feel free to put it down there. A lot of the lessons I'm doing now are based on those kind of comments that I get on previous lessons. And that's about it. Please subscribe. Click that like button up there. Share this with anyone you know who might be interested in Tasker, or maybe someone who texts way too much when they're driving. Maybe they need to get Tasker just for this one profile. Anyway, that is about it. Until next time, so have fun with Tasker.